hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be maybe a short one. I'll be just going through my 2024 books that I had set aside, my most anticipated reads of the year, and whether or not I read them. I did better than I did in 2023, so I didn't do that good. I think I read 8 and it was 4 in 23. There isn't really any logic to how I've pulled them down. It's just on my list of where they were. But the first one, because it's not currently with me, is You Exist Too Much by Zaina Arafat. I did not read this. I took it up with me to uni and it's in Birmingham now. The same with the original version of Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde is in Birmingham. I read neither of these two, so yeah, oopsie. And both of them were on the 23 list as well, so yeah. Also, I'm not going to be telling you about what will be in the 2025 yet, because I'll do it in a separate video, but you can rest assured there will be duplicates because I'm me. But anyway, next we come to one I did read, One Life by Matt Cain. Absolutely adored this, 5 stars, one of my favourite of the year. Million billion % recommend this. But yeah, I'm not really going to be talking too much about the content because that will be coming up in a video very, very soon. And then next is I Know What a Caged Bird Sing by Maya Angelou. Did not read this, really wanted to. This was on the 23 list as well. It's the first part in her memoir series. I need to, because I absolutely adore this woman and what she's created and what she's like spoken. I've listened and consumed nearly all of the the video and like oral versions of what she's produced, but I haven't read anything by her yet. So yeah, I definitely need to get on that. Then we have the first in the Poppy War trilogy. I only put the first book on here, by R.F. Kuang. I did not read this. It's massive. I do really want to read this. I would also like to have read the trilogy before her new book comes out in August, I believe, Catabatis, which I would like to get, but I'm gonna say if I haven't read these by them, I'm not gonna get it, because I need to read these first, and maybe that'll be an incentive because I do really want to pick that up. But yeah, I did not read that. Then we have Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. I did read this. It was quite underwhelming, if I'm being completely honest. I did like underline and star bits and stuff. I was expecting this to be a 5-star jazz hands book, but it wasn't. It was a 3.5 for me. I do think it's a very well told story, but I did have issues with it. But yeah, I might talk about this more in an upcoming video. Then we have At a Certain Point We Touch by Lauren John Joseph. Did not read this again. This is on the 23 list as well. I really badly want to read this so badly. Every time I have it in my physical possession, I want to read it, but I just never pick it up for some reason. I don't
know why. Also, I think I need to change the way I'm stacking the books, because I have them in a little cubby up there, and I can't I've just realised the chapters are really long, and I can't see them, like the ones that are behind, so maybe I need to change it around because I do
so badly want to consume this book. So nope, which is annoying, but anyway. And then next one is Love Me Tender by Constance Debray. This is translated from the French by Holly James. Yep. It was quite underwhelming, really. I think it's well written, sort of, but it's a little bit messy. I gave this 3 stars, and it was actually just recently on my worst books of the year at number 20. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's a 3-star book. It's a decent read. But yeah, it was fine. I do actually have Playboy, which I was considering putting on the list for 25, but because this isn't really like blow me away, I don't think it's really an anticipated read, but it's one I do want to get to. So yeah, stack replenished. The top one is Girl in Stowe by Daniel Kafka. As you can see, I am about halfway through. However, all of the content that I have started reading has been like over the past 2 days. So no, I did not read it in 2024. It's not counting. However, this is a sneak peek. I am putting this on the 25 list because I am halfway through it, and I do really anticipate reading it. So yeah, it's technically a no. And the same is with Shuggy Bane by Douglas Stewart. Again, every time I hold it I want to read it, but I just haven't really, I guess, seen it to pick it up, and also the size does sort of like concern me. But yeah, I need to get on it. Why haven't I read it? Why not? There's nothing stopping me from reading it. I'm just lazy. Similarly is All the Young Men by Ruth Coker Burks. I need to know this woman's story and what she'd done for so many people that were in such dire circumstances and with nobody doing anything for them. And I just think it's going to be so emotional, but I just need to read it. I just don't know what keeps stopping me from doing it. Oh, I just realised there's pictures. Oh no, that's actually gonna make me cry. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't. Oh my god, I just read something. I think this is gonna make me cry. But nearly every book I've like cried a lot at have been 5 stars, and I was lacking in 2024 5 stars. So I need to get on and read this because yeah, I didn't. Next is Bone, the poetry collection by Yasser Daily Ward. I did read this. I really liked it. I would so recommend. I think this is a 4.75 stars. Possibly the quickness that I read it like didn't allow it to be a full 5 star and fully immerse in my brain, so I do probably would want to give this a reread, and it may get the full 5. But yeah, I would so recommend this book. Also her poetry memoir The Terrible, I absolutely loved that book. It was so good. Yeah, definitely check this out if you can. The next is The Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes. No, I did not read this. I didn't read any mythological books in 2024. I was expecting I was going to, because I do have quite a few. I do have some of hers. I also have some like non-fiction ones. No, I did actually read one mythological book, but it's like a non-fiction. It's really tiny. But anyway, need to get on that. Next we have like People in History by Felice Bucano. As you can see, I am quite far through this massive book. However, I did not obviously finish it, as you can tell, in 2024. And this one I'm not going to put on the 25 list because the majority of it has been read in 2024. I'm enjoying this. It's just quite dense to get through, but I do definitely want to finish this soon. I wanted to before the end of the year, but Les Mis just took priority. But I was able to get that done, thankfully, after leaving like the last like 250 pages till the last 4 days of the year. But yeah, no for this. Also no is for Patsy by Nicole Dennis Benn. Like every time I think about this book, it reminds me when I went to Bristol, and just I just really want to read it so badly, but I just silly brain not reading what I want to read. And like I had so many books this year that were like between like 2.5 to like 3.5 stars. Like, okay, granted some of them were from this list, but if I had actually prioritized the 24 most anticipated reads of the year, I might have got more 5 stars or books that I really enjoyed. So I'm a bit annoyed with myself that I didn't, but hopefully I'll get better this year. We shall see. I probably won't, but we shall see. New stack, and the last one. And on top is Everyone in This Room Was Somebody to Be Dead by Emily Austen. I did not read this book. I think it's going to be very like fun, but also like says like things as well. And
like it's like a paperback. Like I don't have any reason not to pick up a new paperback, because like if I'm like usually I go to look at that, like if I'm about to like go out and just have a book for the bus or whatever. But like the ones behind, I'm like, I don't want to take a hardback, but I don't even take the paperbacks either. Like what's wrong with me? I
need to read it. I need to read this book. Next is Satisfaction by Nina Brewery. I did read this. I thought it was good. It was decent. Doesn't come anywhere close to All Men Want to Know. This was translated from the French by Anissa Abbas-Higgins, by the way. But yeah, I would recommend it, I guess. But like, I would never recommend it over All Men Want to Know. Please read that book, it is exceptional. Yeah, I think I gave this 3.5 stars, I think. Next is the one I'm probably the most upset with myself for not having read, and that is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Why? I've been wanting to read her for so long, and I haven't picked this up, and I have no excuse because it is little and everyone seems to love it. So what is stopping me? I do not know. Some like paranormal something. Need to get on this. Next is Concerning My Daughter by Kim Hae-jin, translated from Korean by Jamie Chang. Once again, I was looking and searching for this for so long. I found it and then I just didn't ever pick it up again. Brain? Make that make sense, please. Yeah, I did not read this, but I so badly want to. Next one I did read, In Memoriam by Alice Wynne. A very good book, 4 stars, a very solid 4-star. I really enjoyed the characters and like the story, but I did have a few problems as well, and I wasn't like awe-stricken by it. I wasn't like, this is like the best thing ever, like this lovely character, I'm literally crying for them, but there was relatable parts, there was emotion, there is well written, it's well told, and I would so recommend it, but it's not a new favourite. However, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong is a new favourite. It is exceptional. It is so harrowing, but also beautifully told and so emotional. It just holds your heart like the whole time. Million billion % recommend giving this a read. So much is like underlined and starred and stuff. I need to go back and give this a second read and just like get more from it. But also, do I want to put myself through it again? I don't know. Probably I do. Yeah, I do. But yeah, definitely give this a read. Next is A Single Man by Christopher Isherwood. Once again, I did not read this. What is the excuse? I do not know, because it is tiny. I think maybe after reading Giovanni's Room and being a little bit disappointed, it maybe not want to pick this up. Yeah, I do really badly want to give this a read. Also, like, the classics this year just haven't really like hit that well, and that one might have done so, but we can't dwell on the what ifs, can we? Next book, penultimately, is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. No, I did not read this again, even though it was on the 23 list. I do really want to read this. However, I think I might swap this for a similar book in 2025, but I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, I do still really want to give this book an actual read, but I'm annoyed with myself, I really am. But finishing out, we do have a book that I did read, Straight Jacket by Matthew Todd. Really recommend this. 4.5 stars. Is a non-fiction about the society's legacy of gay shame and like the contemporary place of predominantly queer gay men, and from a British perspective mostly as well, about like the struggles that we still go through, and like how to get better as well with so many like problems. Really recommend giving this a read. It is quite like difficult at times. It is quite a good one to maybe like come back to, probably not read all in one go, but yeah, also I did like underline some parts that I felt were you know, the biggest takeaways from the book that I would like to go through and maybe add to like my review, because I haven't wrote reviews for so many books, but I did read this. So in the end, we have 8 books that I read, and I can't do quick maths, but the remainder that I didn't read, I'm not going to pick up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I shall see you very soon. Have a nice morning, even though wherever you are in the world. Bye.